beef and vegetable stew prepared on the stovetop. For this recipe, you will need beef chuck, beef broth, all-purpose flour, salt and pepper, potatoes, carrots, lima beans, onion base, celery seed, bay leaves, garlic, butter, tomato paste, red wine, and Worcestershire sauce. The first step is to lightly dredge the beef chuck in seasoned flour. So combine the flour and the salt and pepper in a shallow dish, and then add your beef cubes and toss to coat, and then shake off any of the excess flour. Next, melt a little butter in a heavy bottomed pot such as a Dutch oven and brown the beef cubes in batches on all sides. This adds a bit of time to the recipe, but I think it really improves the flavor and the texture of the stew to give the beef a nice sear on the outside. And the flour serves to help thicken the stew broth. You don't want to crowd the meat because otherwise it will steam, so do this in batches. Once your meat is browned on all sides, transfer it to a plate and then deglaze the pan. To deglaze the pan, slowly pour in the beef stock while stirring and scrape up all of those browned bits on the bottom. Next, add the red wine, celery seed and bay leaves, tomato paste, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, onion base. You could also use an onion and fresh celery in place of the celery seed and the onion base if you like. I prefer the texture of the stew made with celery seed and onion base because then, other than the bay leaves, there's nothing to remove before I serve the stew. So bring that mixture to a boil for 2 minutes. So once it has boiled for 2 minutes, add your beef cubes. We experienced some technical difficulties here with the steam. I apologize for the quality of the video. And then simmer the beef in the cooking liquid for 1 to 1.5 hours or until tender. Next, add your vegetables. I used potatoes, carrots, and lima beans, but any combination of vegetables you like would be good. You could do sweet potatoes and butternut squash, fennel, peas, whatever you like. Add enough water to just barely cover the vegetables. Bring everything to a boil and then reduce the heat and simmer until the vegetables are tender. Between 20 and 30 minutes for carrots and potatoes. If you use sweet potatoes and winter squash, the cooking time might be a little bit longer. And once your vegetables and your meat are tender, the stew's ready to serve. Or refrigerate it and then serve it reheated the next day and it will taste even better. I served it over rice, but you could add crusty bread or just keep the carbs low and go with the vegetables and the stew. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more videos and recipes, please visit us at arkansasonline.com/cooking.